Hey YouTube, once again guys, thank you for your support. Working on the Buffalo Bills for my Patreon. I've actually put out a bunch of different schemes on my Patreon, starting with basically a scheme, just a standard scheme out of the wing. Also, I've got something out of the strong Z close, and then I've got basically some the gun wing slot offset doubles and some other different formations. But I want to go ahead and highlight this particular play. This play is just a really good, quick snapping, well-designed play, and it's a play that your opponent's going to have to make adjustments to actually stop. So we're going to take a look at the formation weak Z close, which is a very unique formation. And in particular, we're going to take a look at this particular play, which is going to be called Z curl. Now, this is not your standard spacings play. It's actually very unique, and the reason why this is unique is that first and foremost, the outside wide receivers get very good depth opposed to a standard spacing play, and you've got a skinny post on the left, and you got a nice deep dig or hitch route on the right hand side, which would be like a comeback route. So let's go ahead and take a look at Z curl and why this is such a great play and how you make easy reads and progressions with it. Now I'm going to go against random defenses, so the computer can come out in nickel, it can come out into basically man coverage and all that kind of stuff. But what's great about this particular play is that it's got these unique passing concepts that you just don't see in a lot of standard plays. And these are this is a nice thing to have, that you don't have to worry about having this elite quarterback to be able to develop stuff like this. So first and foremost, let's take a look at the skinny post concept with a flat off the left. This is a standard ace formation. You got flats and then a skinny post, and that's a very deadly formation, or a deadly passing concept or a route concept to stop, and it can give you easy yards over the middle. Now, also off to the right, we've got two hitch routes, or basically you've got a going in the middle route with a hitch, and you got a deep hitch route or a deep a curl route off to the right with digs, and then I've got a flat route off to the left. So this obviously is a zero type of play, but if you make your progressions and reads fast enough, you can actually go ahead and get some easy yards. So we're going to run this stock, and then we're going to start playing around with this a little bit to try to make it a little bit more fun. So first and foremost, let's talk about the first read that I like to do. Against any defense, I'm always going to read Brown just to see if anybody comes into his area. Now, I've got off coverage. I know I'm not going to get bumped or shoved, and he's going to get a free release. And he's going to be able to cut into that post route, that skinny post route, very easy. So all I'm really going to do is I'm going to watch the edge defenders and linebackers to see if anybody floats up into it. Now, if nobody floats into that area, I'm going to hit Brown. But if they do float up into the area, I'm going to look to the flat with Moss, then the area with Knox, and then Diggs, Singletary, and then I'm going to go away with the ball. So what's great about this particular play is this route right here. And I don't have the best wide receiver, but he's a pretty good wide receiver. This wide receiver and the way this route is set up, and it's pretty much with every team, is this skinny post is always going to get separation against the defender, even if it's man coverage, and he's going to get separation. You're going to be able to get an easy completion. So we're catching the ball right here with a 15-yard completion. And if you're getting 15 yards on a fast read and a fast completion that's pretty much outside of user territory, you're going to be moving the chains easily. So once again, same type of a look. This looks like more like a cover two. Get a shove, but what we're going to do is we're going to complete it to the next open area. So I was pre-reading this as cover two. He actually chucks the wide receiver, gets him off his route, and this guy's floating back into the zone. Now, I can go ahead and look to this route right here. The flat would be my next progression, but you can see these two guys are actually coming down. But because of the way this play is developed, this route right over the middle is going to be easy completion where I can pick up 10 yards with a quick little shot like that. So once again, nobody falls into the area. We're going to go ahead and get that completion for that easy pass. Now, another thing too is that this route actually will get into a very easy area or easy completion. And if I got a guy that presses me a lot or is using a lot of man coverage, I'm going to look to Diggs is the route that I can actually go and complete. And if you lowball it, you're going to get an easy completion with that too. So it's just something to take in consideration. And no one plays the flat, just go and pop it. And if you got a fast tight end or a running back in that position, you can get some pretty easy yards with it. So what's cool about this particular play is that you can actually just try to, you can build off of it. You could take this wide receiver right here and slide him over. You give yourself a snap and release type play. and this will open things up for you over the middle. I'm going to go ahead and slant this guy out. Just go ahead and slide him out. This is going to give you basically a check down that you can keep your opponent honest with. Now, if the ball's off to the hash, off closer to the outside hash marks, you can do yourself a wheel and out route, and that gives you a quick man read that you can use against your opponent if he's not playing it correctly. Motion this guy out, kind of show your opponent the same type of a look. And if it's zone, you can go ahead and look for that little wheel route, or if you got man matching, you can hit that deep post. I'm going to motion this guy out, and you can hit this route right here. Just keep your opponent guessing because he doesn't know what to do with it. Or you can just go ahead and put this guy into a hitch route, and that gets less depth. That's going to actually give you a fast read. So this gives you a lot of flexibility with this particular play. You can slant motion clear out with a streak to give yourself a nice little underneath route. You can easily just slide out this little hitch route just to keep your opponent honest. And you got the little check down you can hit with the running back just if the defenders float up. So you can really play around with this play a lot. This play a lot. And he's still got to be concerned about that skinny post on the backside. So it gives you a lot of great stuff. Now, I built out a full scheme for my patrons, and if you go ahead and figure in this fullback dive, this is really going to keep your opponent guessing because now he's got to worry about an inside run. You've got basically your action with the outside. It's just going to keep him completely guessing on what he wants to do with this particular scheme. So that's what's really cool about this particular play. So guys, if you do like these type of tips, go ahead and make sure you smash that like button and the subscribe and notification icons if you want to go ahead and get more of my offensive and defensive tips. So thank you for your support, guys, and until next time.